Hi everyone, welcome you all back. In this video, we are going to see the magneto-hydrodynamic power generation, that is MHD power generation. The contents of these videos are first one we are going to see the introduction of MHD, then the need, principle of operation, types of MHD system. In the types of MHD system, we are going to see open cycle, closed cycle, and the difference between these two cycles, and advantages, disadvantages of these MHD cycle, then applications, and finally conclusion, right? In 1832, for the first time, Michael Faraday gave the concept for this MHD power generation system. So this MHD power generation system is used in advanced countries for some applications, but in India it is still under construction only. Professor Hannes Alfvén in 1970 won the Nobel Prize for his contribution in the field of MHD. He is the man who initiated the MHD power generation. In MHD power generation, the heat energy of the fuel, that is the heat energy of the fuel, when you burn the fuel, it will give the heat energy as the output. That heat energy is given as the input to the MHD power plant, and the MHD power plant will give the electrical energy as output. Heat energy to electrical energy without a conventional generator is possible with the MHD power plants. That is heat energy to electrical energy without a conventional generator. Direct heat, the efficiency, that is the heat energy is also a high grade energy. That heat energy can be converted into electrical energy in large efficiency, that is large power applications. It will be very suitable because its efficiency is very high, that is efficiency is more than 50%. MHD system is a non-conventional source of energy which is based upon Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, which states that the energy is generated due to the movement of an electric conductor inside a magnetic field. Here I am having a magnetic field, and this is the flow of electric conductor. That is the flow of electric conductor inside the magnetic field will makes the electric current. This is the very basic principle of the MHD system. Then what is the need for the MHD system? The conventional coal-fired generators, that is the nuclear power generation, coal-fired generators, steam power plant, all those conventional methods of power generation will have the efficiency of only 35%, whereas the MHD generators have the potential to reach up to 50% to 60% of the efficiency, so that the utilization of the heat is very high in MHD process. In MHD, there is no moving parts and there will not be any lubrication and friction, heat generation, all those things will not be happened. So the cooling requirements of the system is reduced. So it is highly attractive to the industries. And these MHD power plants have the very less cost compared to the very less operational cost compared to the conventional power generation, that is conventional steam plants. Use of MHD fluid in some nuclear reactor as coolant for directly MHD electricity generation. That is you have in MHD power generation, you have to give the heat to the MHD fluid. That heat can be extracted from the nuclear reactors itself, and that can be used as the coolant for the nuclear reactors. So it can be used as a cogeneration power plant. Now what is the principle of power generation? Lorentz force, that is the force is equal to charge of the particle into velocity into magnetic field. If you take the right hand side rule, if the magnetic power is in this direction and the current flow is in this direction, then the motion of the fluid will in this direction. If the motion of the fluid is orthogonal to the magnet, then current will be produced orthogonal to the magnetic and the motion. So here you can see this. If the fluid flow is in this direction, the fluid flow is in this direction, then the magnetic field is orthogonal to the fluid flow direction. Then the power generation will happen orthogonal to both the magnetic field and working fluid motion field, right? Here, first thing you need is magnetic field, second thing you need is current perpendicular to this, and the third thing is magnetic field. These are all the components of a MHD system. The idea of the MHD is the magnetic fields can induce currents in a moving conducting fluid which create forces on the fluid. Okay. Here you can see the comparison between the MHD generator and turbo generator. In turbo generator you will have a magnet here and here. Here if the conductor if the conductor is rotates, then it will cut the flux of this magnetic field so that the EMF is created. But in MHD generators, between two magnets, here north pole, here south pole, between this magnetic field a conducting gas is flowing in this direction, then you can have the electricity production in this direction, that is orthogonal to the magnetic field and conducting fluid. This is the working of the MHD power plant. The gaseous conductor, that is fluid conductor, is passed into the combustion chamber. In the combustion chamber, using a fuel like oil, natural gas or gas, the fluid conductor is heated. That is by the combustion process, the fluid conductor is heated to a plasma state. This is very important. The fluid conductor is heated to a plasma state and hence it is ionized. So the temperature attained by this fluid conductor is 2000 Kelvin to 2400 Kelvin. Then the heat generated in the combustion chamber removes the outermost electrons of the fluid conductor. Therefore, the gas particles occurs the charge. The charged gas particles with high velocity enters into the generator chamber via nozzle. To increase its velocity, it is given to the nozzle, and through nozzle with high velocity the charged gas particles by the previous process is flow into flow between the magnetic field, and because of this flow by the Faraday's law a high amount of current is produced in the orthogonal direction. The current is produced in the electrodes. The electrodes are connected to an external circuit to get load output. The current produced in the MHD generator are DC current, that is direct current. This DC current can be converted into AC current using an inverter. In MHD generators, potassium and cesium metals are used as the seeding metals in order to reduce the ionization temperature, because it requires very high temperature, that is 2000 Kelvin to 2400 Kelvin. If the required temperature can be reduced, then the cost of power production can also be reduced. So to reduce the ionization temperature, potassium and cesium are used as the seeding materials. These seeds are mixed with the fuel material such as natural gas and coal. These are all the types of MHD system. One is open cycle system, second one is closed cycle system. In closed cycle system, again you have seeded inert gas system, liquid metal system. In ionization method, open cycle method, the first thing is ionization method, that is thermal ionization method we are using, because we are heating the working fluid, and by heating the working fluid the ionization happens, that is thermal ionization happening. So working fluid is gases from the combustor ionized by intense temperature. A lower preheat temperature would be adequate if the air is enriched in oxygen. Here, this is the layout of the open cycle MHD system. Here there is a combustor. To the combustor the fuel is supplied. For the combustion process you need to supply fuel and air. Here the air is supplied. By supplying the air and fuel, the combustion process takes place. Because of the combustion process, the working fluid, that is the working fluid gets heated, and through the nozzle, the working fluid is given into the MHD generator. These are all the magnets which are in the MHD generator, and in opposite direction there will be anode and cathode. Between the anode and the cathode, that is the electrodes, the DC power has been generated, and the DC power is given to the inverter line to get the AC power. This is the main circuit. From the output of from the MHD generator, the inlet gas, that is the inlet working fluid, given as the hot gases. These hot gases are sent through the air preheater. Here the air is given in this direction, and the air gains the heat from the hot gases, that is output of the MHD generator, and this air gets heated. This air is given as the input to the combustor, right? I am telling you again, from the combustor, the working fluid is given to the MHD generator through a nozzle. After power generation, these hot gases, this working fluid will have some amount of energy, heat energy with this. That heat energy is given in the heat exchanger, that is air preheater, and that heat is used for preheat the air which is required for the combustor. Then again this working fluid, after rejecting the heat at the air preheater, then it is sent to the steam generator. In the steam generator, it exchanges heat with a water, and that water is converted into steam, and that steam is given to the steam turbine, through which auxiliary power generation can be takes place, and the same air is given to the generator again, condensed through the condenser to the steam generator again. Here the seed recovery process takes place. The working fluid which comes out of this steam generator now still has some temperature, that is heat energy with that, and that heat energy is recovered by the seed recovery process, and again that working fluid, that is ionized gas, is sent to the stack to the atmosphere. This from this seed recovery, it is given to the makeup seed and to here to again into the cycle. This is the simple layout of the open cycle MHD system. In the closed cycle MHD system, the working fluid is not mixed with the combustor material. Gases like helium, argon, and is heated by the regenerative heat exchanger. Hence, the heat sources and the working fluid are independent. Here the working fluid is helium or argon with cesium seeding, right? The seeding is, I already told you, the seeding is given to reduce the ionization temperature. The major advantage of a closed cycle MHD are simple in operation. Closed cycle, the construction is very simple, and it does not require any seed processing facility, because the working fluid is the working fluid is given to the atmosphere after it generates the power inside the MHD system. Here it is the closed cycle MHD system. If you see here, working fluid is given into the reactor, and the working fluid will supply to the nozzle, and the nozzle will supply the working fluid to the MHD generator, where it generates the power, and the remaining working fluid is sent to the heat exchanger, where it exchanges the heat to a steam turbine circuit here. And this working fluid with potassium, that is the potassium or argon liquid, is sent again to the reactor for the next cycle, right? Now the difference between the open cycle and the closed cycle systems, that is in open cycle system, working fluid after generating the electrical energy is discharged to the atmosphere through a stack, whereas in closed system the working fluid is recycled to heat sources and thus is used again. Very simple. In open cycle system, we are not recirculating the working fluid. In closed cycle system, we are recirculating the working fluid. Operation of the open cycle system, operation of the MHD generator is done directly on the combustion products. Here, helium or argon is used as the working fluid. Here, the exhaust gases are used as the working fluid. Here helium or argon gases are used as the working fluid. The temperature required in the open cycle system is 2400 to 2800 degrees Celsius, whereas here it is only 530 degrees Celsius. On the advantages side, the conversion efficiency of the MHD system is more than 50% and the fuel consumption is very less here. Large amount of pollution free power generated. Power can be generated without any pollution. At the starting level itself, the MHD system will reach its full power level generation. Power plant size is considerably very smaller comparing to the conventional fossil fuel plants. Overall generation cost is very less. Here there is no moving parts, so it is more reliable. That is, there is no friction, no heat generation, no cooling water required. So it is more reliable than the conventional power generation systems. On the disadvantages side, it suffers from reverse flow, that is short circuits of the electrons happening inside the MHD system. It needs very large magnets and this is a major expense, that is the initial cost is very high for a MHD system. The operating temperature required here is very high and the MHD system finds the application in spacecraft, hypersonic wind tunnel experiments and defense application. Because of its initial cost is very high and maintenance is very low, it finds the application in spacecraft and defense applications. A big question is, it has lot of advantages and very less disadvantages. The power production rate and the efficiency is also high, but then why it is not commercialized? Because of the very high temperature occurs inside the MHD system, it meets the corrosion problem. Second thing, the enthalpy ratio remains to 8%, smaller than the target performance of the 30% of a MHD generator. The MHD generators are designed for 30% of performance, but in practical it gives only 8% enthalpy ratio. Seed material, that is we gave the seed material to reduce the temperature. No, those seed materials attacks the insulating material and make the insulating materials as the conducting material. So the heat loss will be very high in the MHD generator. Because of these disadvantages, that is these practical problems, this MHD generator is not yet commercialized, right? So what is the conclusion? The MHD power generation is in advanced stage today and closer to the commercial utilization, right? Significant progress has been made in the development of all critical components and subsystem technologies. Coal burning MHD combined steam power plant promises significant economic and environmental advantages compared to other coal burning power generation technologies. It will not be long before the technological problem of MHD systems will be overcome and MHD system would be transform itself from non-conventional to conventional energy sources. So the conclusion is MHD system is the future power generation and now it has its own technological problems. Once that these technological problems are solved, then the MHD system will become the conventional energy sources. Okay, thank you all.